Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Sometimes I wonder what it's like to be a rock star, driving in a Corvette, living in a mansion that reaches towards the stars. Sometimes I wonder what it's like to live the dream, making money with a nice lady by my side, seeking wealth with paper to spend on my mom. It would be nice to having a deal that provides, but at what cost would I have to achieve this goal? Giving up everything that resembles my integrity. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have labels knocking on my door, telling me I'm great with the auto-tune vocals. I wonder about these sorts of things, but when I wake up and realize the only way I'm making paper is by working my ass off as a laborer. Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Rock stars dancing in my head like wolves, eating away at my membrane, driving me insane. Sometimes people don't understand that making art means dying in obscurity, living with less money on my account every day, with a girl that wants my guitar to be on the pawn shop shelf. So I guess I'm back to living on couches, not gonna lie about my life, taking medication that makes me sick, but it's better than dying, so I'm told. Every day I'm getting old, losing my mind working in a warehouse, but I need the health insurance and the money to feed myself. I'm thankful I don't have an addiction, seen people go that way before me, and I realize it's just another affliction. Sobriety's hard to maintain.
Relax, float on, keep dreaming. 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 I got this witch's spell casting me to hell at the sound of a tolling bell. This brew has been tripping in my veins, all the lights and sound I'm seeing keeping me insane. Drinking this witch's brew all through the night, wondering if my soul will take flight. Hearing the voices of angels in my head, high above me a cloud of thought floating away. Don't tell me what's not real, this illusion I see is enough for me. Hearing the chants of an ancient race helps me, but the body high is overwhelming. This brew has me feeling like I'm floating. This cycle of suffering I feel, have a perspective that no one else can see as real. Feed me the white lotus so I can see the dissipation of soul and body. In migration to the tops of the mountain, outside the dawn is coming. As I'm working and waiting for her to come home, this sexual brew is begging like an animal. Mindless babble, aimless rabble, witch's brew has me speaking like a Tower of Babel. Relax, float on, keep dreaming. 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 Praying to whatever God that there is, chanting the name of Odin cause I need his wisdom. Researching what the responsibility of a migrating soul is. Search for the soma of the moon leads my thoughts in direction that needs controlling. Feeling of desire and self-loathing, seeing the lights flicker on the concrete floor. Got me hypnotized, got me mesmerized, hopefully to travel through the world of nine. But this reality is too strong, the veil can never be lifted. Thus far for 30 hours, as we're pushing up daisies, wishing for the flowers. A collective mindscape, there is none. The blackness of the void has been lifted, seeing statues and cards. Nothing left to lose, nothing left to see, nothing left to be. Witches brew inside of me, the sky turning red and the stars are blinding. The moonlight got me wondering why I took this so late at night. Hopefully I don't see witches flying around me, praying to the God that there is to guide me from this trip. No plants growing, but the floor is shining. Shade, just another shade of reality, dream state that I can't wake from. Ultraviolet waves dissipate before me, the glow of her eyes seem to entice me, but I can't break away from this dream. Reality is painted in water drops, the dew, the mist, the trees that I see before me helps me seek to find, to know what lays deep inside. To the wishing well I go to the wishing well I pray to. We dance the night away on the floor in the darkest hour. We sing to the rain of the April flowers. Girl, me and you taking showers in the winter rain. I pray for the clouds to share a bottle of wine with you is what I want to do. But girl, you have no time for fools. Thankfully I'm not one. Girl, I'm not a knight in shining armor, so don't wish for Prince Charming from me. Dreamer is in shades of gray, perpetuate all myth they say, to live in another shade. Dreaming waters cascade as the world noise invades mindscape, leads to decay, disappear behind a door that leads away. Shadows on the wall tell me all that I need to know. I'm sitting with you behind a cigarette counting crows. Keep it real with me and we'll see. Just another dreamer waking in life. Decay has its place in the main screen of reality. He does not leave in threefold. She transpires ultraviolet waves, dissipate into the ether. Count the hours of time to memorize her step. Sleep but do not walk away, for this is a dream state of being to elevate a photographic memory. She wears red under her clothing, black is the color she changes into. The future she sees itself in a mirror, no lost cause myth for her. She looks for the truth in reality, seeking all that she needs to know. Dreamer walks on a bridge and at night makes love to her in the glow of a street lamp. Dreamer keeps in stasis in order to see the unforeseen. She sleeps in waking life, thinner than the plastic sheets his body collides with hers to create. Wondering where you were last night, tried to find out about you, but you seem to disappear without fear. Meditating on the darkness of the hour, trying to find a different shade of flowers. You inject into your skin the wind, the prize of a lost life, but I understand what it means to lose oneself to the rest. Did you ever think about what it means to me to lose a friend like you? I was wondering, whatever possessed your personality to try a sample of powder white? Did you do it for the creative high, or did you do it for your lack of life? I wonder what it means to say yes to that sort of thing. Heroin is hard to beat, but I guess you gave in. Heroine. Dragon for one tiny little victory, memorizing steps that you can repeat for all eternity. The silver of the starlight does not dignify what lays under it. The spoon, the needle, the flame, red in its power, just another way to waste away the hours. Death is hard to gratify, but they seem to do it in present time. Dying slowly is fashionable for those who can afford to risk everything. I lose sleep thinking about you. Now here's my letter to the world, written in spoken word. Upon a time, no fairy tale ending for a young man and woman who are now functioning. Once upon a time, no fairy tale ending for the user and abuser of a purple flower. Heroine. Dragon. Just another way to waste away the day. Simple rhymes came placed in between breasts. A joke arrest a soldier without a bulletproof vest. Purple flowers on the dashboard, another one looking to score a fix, a trick to turn the heads of those walking by. She becomes mesmerized by time, the way it moves, the way it grooves. But the smoke of the rap makes her eyes red. Doesn't have a baby that needs to be fed. A trick of the light makes indigo girl cry. But these are tears of joy, nothing more. No more tired iron, gas and knives instead. To placate the street crime mentality she breeds. She feeds her addiction looking for white with blood, violence, and strife. No man can compete with the cargo indigo brings. The devil himself sings a tune about to flood these streets with everything. No cop is clean, all stuffing their pockets with green. A streetlight manifesto like the downbeat of techno drives on and on, a cycle perpetuated by greed and demand. The drugs go one way, the guns the other. Indigo is shipping both. In the end, the war is what's bred on the streets. Children become mass casualties. Supply and demand is the name of the game. Secrecy is the only way to stifle the pain. No longer 17, she's now nearing 30. Incarcerated for minor offenses. Back on the street, she becomes a victim. Poverty, she chooses a life of crime again. No sleep, her body runs on adrenaline. Small time pusher, now big time cartel. Aware her business makes thousands of lives hell. The dollar sign has taken her soul, but she ain't playing rock and roll. This game, she states, gives and takes, but it's hard to be rich when one is addicted. Another run-in with those who want her to die. Indigo girl never cries, but her tattoos reveal something else. The pain she breathes is from the inner hate she feels. Her affiliation mandates supreme loyalty. Like a god of old, she sacrifices total. Small price to pay to make her way on the streets. Violence, hatred, pain, these motivating factors of the game. In the end, she hopes to befriend death and old age for someone who has lived a violent life like hers. Her life is one of hatred. In the end, she gives her body to the crew, just another tool to be used. They push her this way and that. Her ecstasy addiction is her own affliction, threatened with the very violence that she brings. At 27, she finds out that she has a kid. Now she needs to become aware of the second life she holds. Abortion is the only option, but she chooses to carry instead. First comes the goddess to please her master. The sun rises on the next day to sing sweet dreams away. The god in his glory, wreathed in gold and silver. Under the moon they pray for the rain to come, to diamond dance away her days. In the hail of silver, a call she triumphantly blows the conch shell. Red is the flame of the circle, blue is the candle parallel to the ocean of the west. Green is the stone affixed on the altar in alignment with the mountain of the east. Orange is the bowl placed in the wind's breath. Red is the flame in synchronicity to the sun. Gray is the sky they worship under. Dance, dance away your days in the power of the magic circle. Worship of nine each kind. Under the full moon rise, she turns on her third eye. Once closed, now open to the thoughts of nature. In one eye of his the sun, in the other eye the moon. Both crowned in glory of the nine elements. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Next comes the wild man of the woods to worship at the stone. With his woman amongst the vine they settle and moan. Into the sun they commit their bodies. The ocean waves crash against the shore, showing the power of its force. Dreams do not placate the truth of reality. This song is shown by the words of the speaker. To meet under the lunar orb, the ice creating waves of purple. Pagan song sung in amongst the dunes. the light of the mist reflecting the stasis of starlight. Worship the stars in the sky, glowing as the embers of the fire glows, to show more of itself in spirit, to feel the power of the ocean waves. Lunar aligns, solar eclipse, making an effort to bring two bodies together. Wolves sleep, but in their awakening they see a word's a virgin of reality. To use a word for a word's sake, to show the instrument of fate is real. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. Male, female, sun, moon, fire, earth, water, lightning, air. An open letter from a page twisted and broken, an open letter from a word spoken, an open letter with a message that has no rhyme, an open letter with no words to describe, an operation that doesn't have hours to heal. A simple letter letting one know what's going on would be nice, but I guess you were too stubborn for that sort of thing, especially when you seek out ways to die. More power to the one who tried to stop you. I would give the world to try to cure you, but you had no love for those who really cared. With pins and needles you see that no life is worth living. I wish I could be more austere about this sort of thing. I wish I could be more polite about it, but the only words that I can say to you is I really fucking hate you. This poem that I write will have to do with no rhyme scheme to come in between me. An open letter from a page twisted and broken, an open letter from a word spoken, an open letter with a message that has no rhyme, an open letter with no words to describe, an operation that doesn't have hours to heal. I lost sleep thinking about what kinds of things you did. I blame you for everything that's wrong with me, especially when you did what you did at the age of 16. When you look in the mirror you see only pain that you caused. I sleepwalk backwards to try to find ways that I could have changed it. To see you walking and breathing makes no amends for what you did. I'm glad we finally called it quits. You were a parasite. I see your marks every time I look inside. Writing about two people in this letter. To know what's been done is better than to keep it inside. An open letter from a page twisted and broken. An open letter from a word spoken. An open letter from a message that has no rhyme. An open letter with no words to describe. An operation that doesn't have the hours to heal. Pins and needles, a spinning wheel. No thoughts can transgress a page a day. This letter isn't poetry, so just stay away. To keep oneself to cause too much hurt. To seek some way to convert the pain.
Black keys are on my flows, slaves ingrained. So let's go.
An idiomatic gesture made by monochromatic optometrists, ciphered through the value of a warship heading home for Xanadu, leaves no clues. Perfected inlay, Ulysses perfected falsifications, quilted in diatonic analysis. Luminescent Alpha Centauri making into question start C-section. Bethlehem made a product in effigy of Caesar, perfected by a saffron leader. Leaves no clues in the falsification of Mars. Luminescent stars leaving scars, sequestered in the alpha zone, valued by a warship heading home. Gregorius perfected a Neolithic gesture, an optometrist shrugged off the leper. Too bad the kid doesn't listen to vinyl, maybe he'll glean some meaning off pop radio. Says Leto, not very philosophical if you listen to the words, as if being eaten by the herds. She's scary when she's wet, but my tongue does the rest. A sexual statement for a monochrome vest. Yes, please
protest. To start with the alphas throwing charms, throwing bones at the telescope. Ulysses tied the rope. 360 degrees of coats. Kill the goat in place of the keys and chains. May walk with the lame. No trees can complain. The shame's been made. Keys and chains may walk with the lame. No trees can complain. The shame's been made. Xanadu can leave no clues when death defying grips, leaving stones, throwing shoes. What is true? Please get screwed. Joint paper in the Bible. Condoms would have been better. Watch my baby mama ride the Led Zeppelin Zephyr. C-section again, start again. No place for the friends. Everything's spitting faster now. I can't pretend. Leather.